Ooh, I got a story to tell. Y'all want to hear it? Okay, here it go. So, boom. I was dating this guy, right? The older gentleman, because I like older men. And we kicking it about 2 years in, 3 years in, 4 years in, 5 years in, 6 years in. And he's like, dang, I wonder where my kids is. I can't find them. Da, 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 da. And I'm like, duh, you old. Look, I'm on Facebook. So he was like, I don't have a Facebook. And he don't have no Facebook, you know. So I'm like, well, I'm gonna look them up for you, babe. You know, can tell them you know, I know their dad, and you want to get in contact with them. So he like, nah. So then a little time go past. I guess he thought about it. He come back like, yeah, go ahead, let's look him up on that Facebook thingy. I'm like, oh, okay. So I'm like, so who you want to look up first? And he's like, well, you can put my baby mom in there. And I'm like, okay, what's her name? And he says her name. And I'm like, okay, let's look her up. Right? Because it's 1,000 of people with that first name that she had. Let's call her Annie. You know, it's 1,000 people named Annie. So you might know Annie, you might not know Annie. So I look her up. And I'm like, this lady look familiar. I look at him, and I'm like, let me go to her pictures, you know. And I'm going through her pictures, and I'm like, I know these people. And I'm scrolling and scrolling. And I'm like, yeah, nah, for real, I know these people. And he thinking I'm lying, you know. I'm like, going through the pictures, and I'm like, this is Annie. Yes, I dated her son. And let's call her son Junior. And he's like, which one? And I'm like, Junior. And he's like, that's my son. Y'all, I about died. I about died. Because I was in love with his son, Junior. And like I'm in love with him now, or was in love with him at that time, I'm sick. I could not believe that. I dated a son and a daddy. I did. It was years later, like 20 years later. So, yeah, but I see now. Yeah.